Hello, fellow traders. Dadas here, speaking to you from the Dadas Trading Room Discord server, where every day I stream live, and you can see my screen, and you can also watch me trade. You can see all my trades live. I do not hide anything. I show you as it is, the way I'm trading, the way I am. Okay, so today now the daily recap for the DAX 30 index. So this is the German index of the 30 biggest German companies. I like to trade it because of the characteristics of this market, simply because its volatility is pretty large, so the price changes, and the spread is very small, at least at my brokers. So and there are no extra commissions, so the conditions to trade this market are very good. So in other words, there is very rarely not an opportunity to take a trade or two, or sometimes even more. So basically, looking at this market, we can see that since yesterday, this dotted white line right here is the beginning of the day. So since after this big move, the big rally downwards, the market was slowly retracing and going up, and it was basically going up all the way until the opening of the Frankfurt session, and then exactly on the opening of the London session, it made a pretty big move upwards. However, it then turned around and basically made the whole range of the day, well, almost, because later on it also made a new low by the end of the day, but like over 300 pips. So basically this is the whole range of the day. And we can also see that after this, so you know, here this supply zone right here turned out to be the most important level, where the price retested and then turned around. And then later on, this one turned out to be the important supply level. And then later on again, this here was the important supply level. This or this maybe, right? Like this. But yeah, generalizing it a little bit more. This was the more important supply level. And somewhere around here, the price has now stopped, and well, we'll see what will happen. There's a big chance that it might continue downwards. Well, I don't know. Anyways, we will see tomorrow. Now, what did I do? Well, first of all, I got up a bit earlier today than usual. For some reason, I don't exactly know why, but I was just, I felt all right. So I came up and started trading right there. Now, the thing I failed to do right here is I failed to look at this bigger picture like I showed you, because basically what I should have done is I should have looked at this bigger picture first. Sorry. Then I would have figured out that this was the resistance zone right here, or the supply zone, right? And maybe I wouldn't have been tricked by this movement right there, because basically the thing to do was like this, and then to see whether the market would be breaking upwards or breaking downwards, right? And somehow I reacted on the price movement right here. So basically I took the trade right here because of the price movement. I thought, okay, so now there's a chance they're gonna go and continue. Well, they didn't actually, but I entered at 0.4 lots right here, from my expert advisor, and unfortunately I had to take the loss right there. And by my standard action, I turned around at 3 lots and covered this loss, simply recovered this loss very quickly with perhaps a small profit. I think, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, probably with a small profit. And that's what happened right there. And like I say, I with this, let's say, with turning around, when I turn around, my only goal is to make up for the profit, for the make up or recover the loss, perhaps with a very small profit. So yeah, that's what happened here. Now you see that the market actually did make a pullback, 10 minutes of pullback, and then started going down again, and then really went down pretty far, and also reached the initial take profit level. Now what happened later on? Well, the market stopped. The market stopped right there, and I was trying to figure out that, somewhere right there might be a long or something like this. So I saw this price action, and basically I entered quickly on this price action, hoping for the price to go up. But yeah, the same thing right here. I mean, this is again a trade taken from the Dada's Trade Ruler Manager, so my expert advisor. That's why it calculated 1.2 lots. And I closed it again because I didn't like the price action. I didn't like what was happening right there, and basically I did the right thing. Yeah, I closed it and I did the right thing. Well, as you can see, I re-entered long again because of this price action right here, because of this pin right here. So yeah, but as it often happens, this really doesn't mean anything. So the market basically turned around and started going down. Again, I took my stop loss right there, and I turned around. But this time you can see that the trade right there was only at 0.1 lots, which is the minimum lot on this instrument here. And I turned around at 3 lots, so I didn't really needed much to recover this whole trade with some profit, because this is like 3 lots is 30 times bigger than 0.1 lot. So basically this is like 93 pips of 0.1 lots, right? So yeah, so it's practically almost twice as much as the loss right there. Okay, but we see that the price actually did go further, and if I had been patient enough, I could have taken at least the same amount of pips, or even more, around 50 pips in plus. That would have been a pretty huge profit, I mean, relatively. Okay, then when the price was again moving upwards, I decided that there was an opportunity to get in long. Basically, I was kind of counting on too much. I need to stop doing this kind of searching for the price, right? Because I keep doing something like this, like measuring something else than actually from just one click. Because from just one click, there is something very different than for example, if I get some kind of an idea, right, where to put this line, and then I try to figure out something. But anyway, I mean, basically, if I were doing it this way, I would get a lot more pips. I would simply get a lot more pips. but then the stop loss has to be further, and I'm kind of not usually trading for such big stop losses. Anyways, I closed it out because of price. I mean, right here I didn't even close out because of price action, because I just trailed my stop loss right there, and it got taken out. Nevertheless, later on the price moved on upwards. Now, this is an interesting situation because I actually went in short right there. And again, looking at the price action, because what actually happened right there is that you see the second candle consolidated, and this candle actually kind of stopped. I mean, when it opened, it didn't want to go. It didn't want to go down. It was kind of fluctuating near this price, going up and going down, but didn't want to go lower, and that's why I closed it. And the funny thing is that almost immediately after I had closed it, the price went down, and here is my take profit. So I was only counting on this much. Well, the price went down further. However, here's another situation which I wanted to take, right? And I think I was measuring it something like this, right? And I was thinking of taking a little bit more here. And again, you see, that's the way I trade. I put my take profit further away just in case the price moves, and then when the price is not going, I mean, the dynamics of the price movement is kind of strange, I simply close the position, right? So I got out of this position. I mean, this is a pretty good position. I mean, 0.5 pips at 14 lots. I mean, sorry, 0.5 lots at 14 pips. It's pretty good one for me, right? It's a pretty good one for me. Anyways, you see, in this situation, the price continued. In this situation, which is basically the same type of situation, the price didn't continue. Okay, you can say, okay, but you didn't look here. Sure, I mean, if I had looked this way, I would have said, now the price is at some kind of support level right here. But this whole support resistance thing is really a lot of bullshit, because basically, I mean, you see, like the price did later on, it doesn't matter that this is a level. It's a historical level, right? So a historical level means nothing until the price actually decides to respect this support. And when do we know that it respects this support? Well, actually, in this type of situation, when the price turns around right here, like this, yeah, then we can go look at it this way, right? And try to find the right context to go long, for example, right? Or whatever else. So basically, from experience, I know that looking at it this way simply doesn't work for me, because if I look at it this way, then the price is gonna just show me the middle finger and go down, right? And that's what usually happens. Okay. Anyways, later on, I forgot to look at the news calendar. I forgot that today was the FOMC day. So that's the FOMC in the States, the United States. So that's something that usually or very often makes the market move, and it actually did make the market move right there. This was a sudden move, and it took out my stop loss. But as we can see that this was a very, again, a very the smallest position I could take. So the smallest, the minimum lot, 0.1 minimum trading volume. So I took this stop loss. Basically, I took this stop loss, but if I had put my stop loss further away, it would have held, and I could have gotten some profit, right? But anyways, when the price turned around right here, I decided to go short, and I did go short. Now, what was the thinking here? The thinking was very simple. Like this, and I thought, okay, from line to line, right? Yeah, and I entered the trade, well, luckily, exactly at the price of the line. And luckily, I didn't wait until the take profit. I mean, the price was very close to the take profit. I could have trailed my stop loss to secure some type of profit, but I mean, you could have seen that live. I mean, you can say you don't believe me. You can say that this is after the fact. No. You could have watched that live. I was actually streaming live, and you could have watched that live. I simply got out of there. I got out of the trade because I felt like getting out of the trade, and that's it. And I recovered this loss with some profit. Yeah, and then I asked myself, I asked myself this question: could I have predicted this in a better way, right? Or made them well? It figures that this measurement would have been the best, but that's the ultimate dilemma of these kind of tools, that we don't really know before fact. We don't really know which measurement would be the best one. If it would be this one, or if it would be this one. You see, even this one was better than that one, right? Because that one gave us more a further distance here, and this measurement right there gave us a smaller distance. And then if I had clicked it like this, then I would have put my take profit right there, and basically that's where I got out, right? Or maybe I would have entered at a better price. Yeah, I mean, on this line, but that's where I got out intuitively. Okay. So that's the way we do it. Anyways, as we can see, I've kind of I've gone a little bit wild on the wild side today. I've made a relatively big number of trades. Yeah. And the important thing is that the trades are profitable, and we see that we are going forward. Okay. So this is it for today, for today's daily recap. Please like and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified about my videos. Also join my Discord server. All the links are below in the description. You are welcome to join and watch me trade live, so you won't be asking questions if this is real or not. Yes, this is absolutely real. Okay, and once more, if you become my patron on patreon.com/Dadas Trading System Workshop, the link is below. I have a little promotion for all non-Polish speakers, so basically those who can communicate in English, and you can become my patron at minimum of $5 per month, and you will be granted the VIP role on my Dadas Trading Room Discord server, and you'll get lots and lots of interesting benefits. Thank you very much for today. I hope you're all well. Please wash your hands. Please be careful. and see you next time. Bye.